And so, having seen to it that I've gotten rid of the raw footage from both the previous two segments, don't know why I'm too lazy to do that on occasion, I really should be doing that. That being said, I usually do get rid of at least the last segments before I start onto the current segment. But I just figured I'd show off these couple of nighttime encounters that I picked up last night after I was done with the rest of the stuff. So, that's those out of the way. And so we can now move the fuck on. I don't expect this segment to be much more interesting than the previous one, just because it's pretty much more of the same crap. It's just going to be a whole bunch of battling. Before we do that though, I figured I might as well have a quick look around here to see if there's like a hidden item somewhere. There's a hidden item in the water. I guess I could have a look at that a little bit later. I'll have to remember if that's there or not. Alright, let's head back up this stupid bridge. Still have this stupid couple. Okay. Fuck off with your chemistry. God damn it. Why does everybody have to say chemistry? Fucking I might as well go and pick up that stuff now. Random skip loom. Not that I need it. Where the hell is this stupid thing? Right here, okay. Random nugget. In gold and silver, it actually was not a nugget, but it was instead a very unique and weird item called the Berserk Gene. Its sole purpose was to confuse the holder. Like, as soon as the holder enters battle, it is immediately consumed, which then confuses the holder and gives them +2 attack. In Est, it is just a swagger that it's used on itself. It would be good if not for the fact that it's a one-time use only thing and it has the negative side effect of confusing. And to make it even more stupid is the fact that it doesn't actually exist in the game anymore. It only existed back in Generation 2 and it just sort of disappeared as fast as it came along. So, there's a nice little bit of trivia for you to start the segment off today, as we are up against a schmuck that just has a level 53 oddish. I will judge you into the middle of next week for that. Slight turn down of the volume here. Thankfully it's just the volume on the speakers, so it doesn't actually affect the level at which the segment's being recorded anyway. Did not pay attention to the fact that this thing used T to dance. Pedal dance won't do a whole lot. That actually did more than I expected it to. This oddish is far more annoying than it has any real right to be, so you can die now, thanks. Thank you for that. Okay, Varplume. You can just die to a fire move. And then you've got a gloom. Good stuff. And so there's my first level 60 team member of the playthrough. Good job, Floofin. Don't really know why I'm going back to heal, but I figured, fuck it. I'm doing a bit of a gauntlet here, because this is basically like the Nugget Bridge equivalent in the 2nd and 4th generations. Because it's been around since Gen 1. Obviously Fire Red and Leaf Green had it as well, and then instead of just being positioned on the Nugget, on the actual bridge themselves, they're just sort of sitting here for no real reason. And it's kind of cool because at the end of it you get a nugget, which is a nice little bit of cash stack, and they actually brought it back for Sun and Moon as well. I think in the post game you have to get to the, I can't remember what the city's called, but it's the first city that you show up in when you get to the 3rd island. It's just got this massive, like, Asian themed garden where you can find Araquanid. You just look in there in the post game and you'll just find a group of trainers, you fight them all and they will give you a nugget. Which is kind of cool. I kind of like how they just sort of brought that back for no reason. They really didn't have much of a reason to bring that back, but I quite like that, so it's kind of cool. Probably just something else to do with the whole 20th anniversary thing. Here's this random little pointless thing that you just do when you knock over a whole bunch of trainers. Let's just bring this back. And so they did that, and it was kind of... I wasn't going to complain, obviously. I think the difference between Gen 1 and Gen 2 with this is that in Gen 2 there's actually 6 trainers that you have to beat. Well, like 6 core trainers, because like you have, like in Fire and Leaf Green you'd have just the 5 trainers, and then there'd just be some random rocket grunt in disguise that you have to beat after he gives you the nuggets. No, I'm sorry. You had... I don't care if I was quad weak to that. This is a fucking Yanma. It had no right whatsoever to one-shot me with a bug buzz. It does not have the special attack to do that shit. So you can just burn alive. Alright? I will laugh maniacally in your face as your body parts keep exploding out of frickin' the combustion caused by all that flame. Yes, that sounded very dark, but I'm very, very pissed off at that. Stupid thing. Alright. Get up a nasty plot. Ring out. Cool, whatever. You die to a sludge bomb now. I feel like Bulbat's going to do so much better knowing that it's got an easy way to boost its stats. And it's got the speed to back it up as well. So this thing can really sweep teams as long as said teams don't include... whatchamacallit, steel types. Because steel types just completely wall it. You got... yeah, leave with Kaiser. Kaiser is like the multi-purpose team member of the group, so... this'll work just as well. And leads to the Nidoking. Okay. Not difficult in the slightest. I one-shotted a Nidoqueen with Specs Boosted Surf. I don't think Nidoking is going to have much of a better shot at surviving. I will continue to maintain that it's kind of weird seeing Nidoking now as just a Psychic type in the Pokemon TCG. Because for those who aren't really well experienced in the Pokemon TCG, when it first came out there were only 7 types. And so stuff that was considered, like stuff that was like Bug type and Poison type was just sort of grouped in with the Grass type. And so the Nidoran male line back in the original base set was just Grass type. But at some point they just decided to switch that up and associate the color purple with poison, and so they just make them Psychic. It's weird, but I guess it kind of makes sense, but I'm still used to seeing the bloody Horn Hazard toting 40 HP Nidoran male with that's Grass type, and now it doesn't even have that Horn Hazard move. It's 60 HP, which I kind of expected, because slight bit of power creep in Pokemon TCG. And it's Psychic type. The same thing goes with its evolutions, because you get them all in the Mewtwo Mayhem theme deck thing, which I picked up the other day because I've been taking a bit more of an interest in that card game now since I've pretty much quit Yu-Gi-Oh! So if there's anybody here who came from Draconeus that was hoping that I might make a comeback to Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, kind of just killed your hopes off there, because I've picked another card game to go through. I've decided to change tact. Getting tired? Nope. That's cool. So, ends with a double battle here, which is quite nice. Yeah, I can deal with this. Curly is not fully evolved, so a Crunch will murder that thing, and Parasect is quite weak to fire, so... And I believe one of the trainers here we're fighting is named Shannon, so... have to remember to make the stupid reference that Jish made in his Fire Red Omega LP. When the time comes. Oh my god, it was a one-shot. I never saw that coming. Okay, Pidgeotto, and then... oh, that's it. Alright. What was I using? Flamethrower. That's the one. Die. Thank you. And so with that... that just sort of happened. Oh, okay, so one of them had 1, the other one had 3. Okay. That actually makes some kind of sense, because I didn't... yeah. Because I noticed there were 4 on the team there, but I guess... it's split up in a way that when one of them runs out of all their Pokemon, they can't just sort of enlist the help of their friend, and their friend can't just send another Pokemon on their team out to be a double battle, and actually make this somewhat of a challenge. I don't quite get how that works out, but whatever. Now that that is out of the way, we can say with full authority behind our voices, we beat Shannon right in the cannon. Was that worth it? No, not at all. But I had to make it anyway because it was apparent. I'm not too sure what my thought process was with saying apparent, but whatever, we'll move on. Anyhow, like with the Nugget Bridge before, once you've actually knocked the trainers over in question, here, well, I was actually going to say, because there's actually one other trainer afterward, but this guy is not part of the group of trainers. He's literally just here to seize an opportunity to beat me, because he's too much of a fucking chicken shit to fight me when I'm at full strength. Not that it matters, because he's fighting me at full strength anyway. Also, he has a Porygon 2, which, again, I am never really worried about dealing with Porygon 2s here. Simply because simply because they don't have Eviolite, so they're not going to be defensive tanks. Now, this thing's probably got Psychic, or Psybeam, or maybe even like an electric move or something like that. It's opted not to use any of those. It's instead opted to use a move that I resist ×4. This explains why he doesn't want to fight people at their full potential, because this guy cannot battle to save his life. Please die and get the fuck out of my face right now. How the fuck did you tank that with so much health? Oh, go fuck yourself. Now I gotta waste a fucking turn using a full restore to heal this thing because of this. If Bulbad dies to this thing, I'm gonna be salt. Now, die. Get the hell out of my face. No, I'm really not. Even if I was, you would still lose. Because that's just how terrible you are. Ass. Alright, leave with Talia. I don't think she's had a whole lot of screen time so far. So there be the titular Nugget. And then in before this guy's just got a team of 6 freaking like champion level Pokemon. Well, he's got 4. The first of which is a Walrein. Yeah, Earth Power, I guess. I like how I'm outspeeding the Walrein, because Walreins, as far as I was aware, were pretty damn quick. I guess that's maybe just a, thing in Fire Red Omega. Alright, well, it's using Surf here, which is doing a decent amount of damage, so I'm just going to sit back patiently, let it Surf me again, and I will Mirror Coat it back and ensure the death. And the death was not ensured because this thing has too much HP for its own good. And of course, the only crit that happens there is the one that's completely and utterly irrelevant to anything. Arcanine. I feel like throwing a Hydro Pump your way, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. There you go. Yay, pushing more and more towards that level 60 mark. I've got 3 team members left to put to 60. And Kai's just gonna take another step towards that with the Specs Boosted Flamethrower, murdering that thing. As well as, might as well just go Specs Boosted Flamethrower to get rid of... Jesus Christ. Whatever. I'm gonna be healing anyway, so not much point in... Yeah, I was about to heal Pokemon, but no. No need to do that. So there's Misty with the most random and insignificant of schmucks, and I don't know what she sees in him, but she just... I don't know. So yeah, she was neglecting her duties as a gym leader just so she can find someone to jump on, I guess. I don't know. So this old man, he tells you about a certain Pokemon, and if you show it to him, he will give you a certain evolution stone. This is the only way you can get evolution stones in the original Gold and Silver. It was absolutely impossible to get like Thunderstone, Firestone, and that sort of thing in any other way. I don't think that, as far as I'm aware, they weren't like hidden items anywhere. You couldn't buy them from anywhere. You couldn't get them from Celadon. You couldn't get them from Goldenrod or anywhere like that. So evolution stones in Gold and Silver were very, very scarce. You were pretty much expected to get all of the most of the evolution stone stuff imported from Gen 1, since you just have an infinite amount of those. So anyhow, even more pointless trivia. This seems to be the like episode of pointless trivia, I guess, because I mentioned that, I mentioned the Berserk Gene thing, I mentioned the whole thing with the, what do you call it, the Nugget Bridge challenge thing, and I guess the only other thing I can mention is that random little ledge that Misty and her squeeze were standing on did not exist in Gold and Silver, because the layout was literally the exact same as it was in Red, Blue, Fire and Leaf Green, that sort of thing. It was just sort of two little bits of water separated by like a bridge. So, and she was just sort of standing next to one of those patches of water, and you just sort of do the same thing. But aside from that, it's really no different. I think the only reason that random patch is there now, I don't know. Apparently it's supposed to be like a cake thing that's like meant to be a romantic spot, but the only other thing that you'll ever do there is find Suicune and catch it there, which we won't be doing for a little while. I've got to go down towards Fuchsia City and find it one last time. Corsola, I believe, is part rock, so it will lose to Earth Power. If it doesn't get one-shotted, yeah, I was going to say, if it doesn't get one-shotted, then it was probably going to Mirror Coat that back at me and murder me. That being said, Future Sight is also a thing. I just kind of didn't pay attention to the fact that it had that. I think it was the Whiscash that had it, which is kind of weird, but then again, I had a Whiscash that had Sparks, so I guess I shouldn't be weirded out too much by that. Anyhow, there's another just Kingdra, and this is not even Misty's Kingdra, it's just some random schmuck's Kingdra. It dies just as well to Dragon Pulse as any of the others though, so thankfully I've not had to really concern myself with that too much. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get everybody up to level 60, but against the Ludicolo I kind of just have to send something out that can be super effective against it, because this thing can be annoying if you let it be. Yeah, because you can do Tater Dance and stuff like that, but I can just full heal that. No, I can just full heal that. The CPU just smart enough to think that I've got healing items or something like that, because that was slightly annoying. I didn't think that they would do that sort of stuff, but apparently they just do. Whatever. I think there's one other trainer on the, like, outside the water that I have to fight, but I think the rest of the trainers are just in the water, so most of those will be swimmers, so they're probably going to have just nothing but water types, so I imagine Traptrix is going to get a lot of use in this gym as I speed up and find that I'm up against a Mantine, which has absolute crap for physical defense anyway, so a crunch is enough to put it on its ass. Let me have a bit of a scan. Okay, I thought there might have been a trainer over there near that beach bed thing, whatever. Let me actually go out and back in, because this schmuck just sort of blocked me from moving over here. Okay, so it's just 3 trainers left, they're all swimmers. Shouldn't be a big deal. They're all female, I don't know why. There's not been any real reason not to have male swimmers in here. They existed in Fire and Leaf Green, but apparently they just didn't want to have them in this game. Whatever. Spec Thunderbolt Sweep. And level 60 it is. Good stuff. That just leaves Talia and Traptrix. I will do one last healing before I go up against Misty, so I don't somehow run out of PP for a super powerful move or whatever. I'm not too sure what Misty's even going to have. I haven't really been looking ahead to see what she leads with. I usually try to do that, but I haven't been for these Kanto Gym leaders, and I might just stick with that as sort of like a challenge condition. I'm happy to see that thing go to sleep. I'm just going to spam Seed Bomb, just in case it woke up, because if it fires off an ice move, I'm just going to drop dead immediately. Especially if it's Icicle Spear, because if this thing's got Skill Link, it's going to hit 5 times and be very, very hard. Big Barrel. Yeah, I might as well at least try. Oh, Superpower. Shit. Okay, heal up because it's not going to be as powerful now because of the stat drop. But we'll see what Earth Power does. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, we can still use Super Fang though. That's fine. It gets two-shotted by Earth Power anyway. Relicanth is weak to ground, so I can smash it with an Earth Power. And then lastly is Floatzel, which is physical. Will outspeed Talia. So I think Turbo Drum, just for the sake of safety, can just knock that thing on its ass. And then one more left. I don't want to heal. Yeah, screw it. I'll just quickly go and heal. At least I know all I need to do is give Talia just a little bit of experience, and I know I'll be going into the Misty fight with a team of 60s. So I guess that's a nice little goal to have achieved there, but whatever. Guess we're just Earth Powering the shit out of this. Ice Beam because, I don't know, save PP or whatever. Dugong. I can use whatever I want now because everyone's at the same level, so break Turbo Drum back out. If Turbo Drum goes up to 61, then that's just a nice little extra bonus. And it's definitely getting the XP out of this Gyarados. There was nobody else that I would have employed to knock Gyarados fair on its ass. Get up Swords Dance. Trump Card. I think Trump Card like gets stronger the less PP it has. So I think like when you reach, like when you use the last PP of it, I think it's got like base 150 power or something like that. That's quite nice. Oh, it's so nice! Random inside joke. Oh, hello. More berries. Sugar berries, okay. These are just like different berries that are like, they just like weaken super effective moves. I think the only one that doesn't actually have that equivalent is like the one for normal type. But then again, it still does. It's just that normal type isn't super effective against anything. And so instead of just it being a super effective, it's just any normal move in general. Grab a whole bunch of Hyper Potions. I think we're about right with everything else. Sell those. Couple star pieces I picked up from where those meteorites were. Speaking of which, there was a recent update to Pixelmon which implemented the meteorite item which you could craft with a couple of Endstone and Moonstone, and I think a couple of Moonstone shards. And it allows you to change your Deoxys's form, which I thought was quite nice. But the other awesome thing as well with it is they have finally implemented Megas into the game. At the moment, it's only the Mega Kanto starters. And the way that it works is you have to find, like, they have a when a Pokemon spawns, it has a 1 in 400 chance of being a boss Mega Evolution. And if it can only be either yellow, which is now downgraded from the highest level of boss to the second level of boss, or like red. If it shows up as a red boss, I don't know why I went in that direction. If it shows up as a red boss, then it is always shiny. And if you kill it, then you unlock the ability to use the Mega Ring. It's like the Mega Ring itself is not an item, but you don't have the ability to switch it on until you've beaten a Mega Evolution boss. And when you kill the Mega Evolution, they will also drop the Mega Stone for you to use with your own appropriate Pokemon in order to Mega Evolve them. I've not actually given this a crack yet, because I only found out about it maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and I haven't actually downloaded the mod for it yet, but I'm expecting it to be pretty decent, so... Alright, I didn't actually take into account what I was leading with. Hopefully Trap Tricks is a decent lead here. Should be. It's a water gym. Okay, it's Politoed. I'm thinking Drizzle? Yeah, Drizzle. Okay, so there's the Rain team. On the plus side here, I can definitely say that's... Yeah, well, at least it does. We don't have to put up a Swift Swim on this thing. We may have to with some other Pokemon. If she's got a Kingdra, it'll have Swift Swim. So, I want to put this thing to sleep as fast as I can. Put it to get up a Swords Dance. Now, a Seed Bomb should put this thing on its ass. Try not to speed up, but... I don't want this thing to take like frickin' 50 minutes. I'm fine though, I'm only 25 minutes into the segment, so... I reckon I've made some pretty decent time. What can Lapras get? Can Lapras get Swift Swim? I don't think it can. And if I'm able to put this Lapras on its ass with a Seed Bomb right here, which should happen, that gets that out of the way, because you take one look at Lapras and you know for a fact that it's got either Blizzard or Ice Beam. It just goes without saying. That thing probably also had Thunder as well, because I know Lapras can get electric attacks, so it wouldn't have surprised me if it could get Thunder. It would have benefited from that. The Lantern definitely benefits from the Rain, because, again, Thunder. I'm debating whether or not I want to keep this sweep going, or if I want to just switch out and actually give somebody else a crack. I think just because it's Lantern, and I don't really have anything else that's super effective against it outside of Earth Power, I want to neutralize at least this thing. And just make sure it doesn't get up some stupid shit, because this thing could also have Thunder Wave. So if we get that out of the way, I'm a lot more confident of being able to pull this off, because Misty's not hit me once. And I'll bet you anything if I stuck with this sweep, she probably won't ever hit me. But I want other team members to get screen time here, so I'm going to give up on the sweep. I'm going to bring in Turbo Drum. And I'm not too sure if Turbo Drum's going to be able to outspeed the Golduck, but a connected Thunderbolt should still put it on its ass. Okay, well, it outspeeds. And speed up the HP bar dropping thing, and the Golduck is put on its ass. Yeah, this thing's a pushover. I don't know if she's got a Kingdra yet, though. Well, there's the Starmie. And the Starmie will definitely outspeed most of the Pokemon on my team. I dare say it will have Thunder. It will probably have Ice Beam as well. So I don't think Kaiser is a good shout. If it has a Psychic move, Bulbat will know about it. But then again, that could also be telegraphed as a Thunder as well. I think literally the only thing I'm going to do, since I know I'm going to be outsped, I see absolutely no reason to not take a hit here. I think the only thing that Starmie could possibly pull out here to one-shot Talia would be Hydro Pump. Because Stab, weather boosted Hydro Pump, I don't think Talia's going to be able to tank that. If it's just Surf, I might be able to live with an inch. I'm going to go the Mirror Coat anyway, because if I survive and hit with Mirror Coat, it's going to kill it anyway. And if I die, it's not going to matter what I choose anyway, because it's going to outspeed me here. So, yeah, there's Hydro Pump. The Hydro Pump has indeed connected. Talia's not living that. Holy shit. Did I... Okay. I stand corrected. I have egg on my face right now. I did not think Talia's special defense was that powerful to be able to tank a Stab Rain boosted freaking Hydro Pump. That was monstrous. That was absolutely monstrous. If Talia didn't have such low HP, I would so put her in a mirror match right now with this Vaporeon. Fuck, I'm just gonna heal. This Vaporeon is not gonna have a freaking electric move. I know this off the top of my head. It'll probably outspeed Talia, but this match between the Ice and the Water evolutions must happen. So there's Surf. Is it a two-shot? Yeah, that's definitely two-shot. That actually did about as much damage as Starmie's Hydro Pump did. Okay, so we're going to have to bail on this, because I need to bring Turbo Drum in. Turbo Jump should be able to outspeed. I'm not too sure if it can put the Vaporeon on its arse. It's got a lot of HP on it. We got it. Oh, just. Okay, well, she's taking the time to get up in Acid Armor. She will definitely heal. And so I'll just keep the sped up part going here. She might heal it again. Yeah, heal it again. Not that I'm really caring at this point, because at some point she's just going to run out of full restores and then I'm just going to kill her. Like what just happened right now. So that's it. That is Misty. Yeah, Brock was reasonably easy, but Misty was a complete pushover. Like, in all honesty, if Starmie had Ice Beam, it probably would have stopped the Trap Trick sweep right then and there. But if it didn't, it just did. I don't care if I don't know whether it did or not. It just did anyway. It would have just probably ended the sweep right then and there, but yeah, Misty did not have a chance against me. I'll tell you that right now. That was a pushover. Got more stuff to frickin' deliver to me. Alright, what do you got? I'll bet you anything it's another frickin' 5 items. 1... Oh no, just regular Cassid berries. Okay. Far be it from me to complain. Alright. Could end the segment right now, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll go through Rock Tunnel now. Assuming I can go through Rock Tunnel. Only one way to find that out, though. If I still can't, then I've got to work out which direction I'm going. Still haven't picked up these items yet, by the way. I can probably just go and quickly do that now, actually. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Do I have to knock, Surge over as well? Okay. Alright, well, I gotta do a couple of quick things with Tropius anyway, so I will add you into the party. Slice this tree down. That does not lead to an item, as far as I'm aware. Okay, it looks like there's just the 2 items that I need to pick up here. Hopefully they'll be worth it. Light Clay, I'm not going to use a freaking Light Clay. It wouldn't be too bad if I had screens to set up, but... Nope. I do not have that. Flash Cannon, though, is damn good. Can anybody learn this? No. Okay. The only other the team member I left was Floofin. Nah. Floofin's not going to learn it either. Okay, so the old man has still not done anything over there. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that we have to go straight to Vermilion City. Yeah, Saffron City's still inaccessible. This means that we're going to have to go into Vermilion then. I get, the only direction I can see myself going in is Vermilion Gym, and yeah, the guy's not here anymore, so... Yeah, Vermilion Gym it is, so... how many schmucks have you got in here? 3... A thing, and a thing... You know what? Fuck it. We're doing 2 gyms today. Fuck it. I just want to get through to Lavender Town as quickly as I can, just so I can get a few, Meridian Sound things before having to wait another freaking week or whatever. I don't know why, because this playthrough is definitely going to go on for a fair few more segments to come. But, you know what? Fuck it. The whole segment has been about battles so far, so let's just keep going with it. Alright, so... The fact that we got 2 of them at once in a double battle is kind of cool. Oh, also... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, we've got some problems. We need to Rotom now. As much as I appreciate, you know, having super effective moves against electric types, the problem is that this one here is super effective against Talia. And it also has Substitute, and it also has Levitate. So the ground moves just don't do anything anyway. That Electabuzz did not have the right to live that. Screw you two. Alright. Let's just go into Floofin. I need to put that I need to get rid of this freaking Substitute. That shouldn't be too difficult. And from here, I'll just sort of Rock Slide. Do this. Puts the Rotom on its ass, which renders the... Okay, enough with the freaking experience gain. Does this guy just literally have nothing but Rotom? Because that's kind of awesome if he's just got nothing but a whole bunch of Rotom forms. Magnet Rise, not that it matters, but there goes another Rotom form. If you got another Rotom form here, you've got the Freezer. Alright. Rock Slide again, because Rotom will, because that form is weak to Rock. Okay, that's cool. And then here I can just go Flare Blitz on that, Shadow Ball on that. And is that the battle? Nope. Wait, what? Does he get access to all 6 of his Pokemon? Because I know he's already used 3 Rotom forms. Okay, apparently I get to fight all 6 of this guy's Pokemon. I also forgot that, yeah, I forgot that the fan form has Motor Drive in this game. So if I actually hit it with that Thunderbolt, it would have gained a speed boost. That would have sucked. Okay, that was weird. I think I just had to fight 3, 6, 8 Pokemon there instead of 6. I didn't know that that's how that worked, but I guess they just sort of set that up in a way that if you do fight those battles, you, like, neither trainer actually has more than 3 on their team, so it's just a 6 team total. 6 total on the team. That's kind of cool. This thing's totally got Flamethrower. Didn't use it. Not that Paralysis is much better, but whatever. You're part Dark, aren't you? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's part Dark. Also, the 24,000 cash stack from the old man. Oh, gotta love the, marvel of the... whatever you call it, the, thing. The amulet coin. So, as you might expect, you gotta do this. Look through all the rubbish bins. Until such time as you find the first button. And then you gotta find the second one. I also like how this is actually the last bloody trash can I've looked. All the others say that there's only trash. The problem, however, is that I've just found the secret one. Thankfully, though, since I'm in a corner, there's only 2 possibilities. I'm going to throw a save state anyway, because if I fuck up, then it gets reset and I'm going to do it all over again. Okay, cool. Second electric fence is unlocked. Am I right? I'll just quickly go and heal. Oh, for God's sake. Even more items. Okay, it might not be a good idea to keep some savings with Mum anymore. I'll do that off screen once I'm done with this segment. Okay. There's a bright side here. I at least know what to call the... Oh, what the fuck? Really? Are you kidding me right now? I didn't know it reset if you didn't fight the frickin' gym leader. No. Yeah, I don't have the words, but screw you anyway. I'm just gonna do this. Shit. Alright, fuck it. Have it your way, game. This is slowly turning into a bit of a train wreck here. Oh, god damn it. I thought he was right up against the wall. Whatever. Let's leave with Kaiser. It takes neutral damage from electric attacks, but I don't really expect him to have a whole shitload of type coverage, at least not ice or rock in particular. So this sounds like a decent shout. Let's throw a backup save, because I'd like to be able to know that I can go back to where I started the segment if this segment goes south for whatever reason. I'm not too sure why this guy's wearing sunnies in this generation, but whatever. I could make a Duke Nukem reference there, but Brain didn't want me to have a witty one to utilize there, so whatever. Very much Duke Nukem. I think Jish might have mentioned Bandit Keith in the same, like, sentence as this, but I mean, aside from the fact that it's the whole, like, definition of America thing, which has since been debunked just due to the fact that Bandit Keith is Canadian. I think the only other person he mentioned in that sentence was maybe like Guile or something. I don't know. He's got the whole Guile thing, Duke Nukem thing about him anyway. That's a special defense drop, but it is not a dead Electivire. There's also the full restore. Which means, well, assuming Quick Claw comes into play, I wasn't thinking Quick Claw. Assuming I could survive another cross chop, I'd have been able to put the Electivire on its ass with another Earth Power anyway. But Quick Claw is always nice to have. Electrode. I need something quick to deal with that. I'll try Floofin. It's got fuck all physical defense. So if I can hit through this double team, which I did, that'll put the Electrode on its ass. I don't think it's got a whole lot of HP, so the recoil wasn't going to be a whole lot. Raichu. Now, this Raichu can have so many different tricks up its sleeve, it's not funny. I'm feeling Turbo Drum, because I know that this I figured that this Raichu might have Surf, which is why I didn't want to leave Floofin in. I'm just not too sure what else this thing can actually get. Well, it can get up a nasty plot suite going, and the fact that I missed makes things even worse. Survive, Hydro Pump, kill it. Yeah, I blew that one out of the water. A Thunder Wave would have been a far better shot. This isn't good. Alright. I outspeed it with Bulbat. If I don't outspeed it with Bulbat, then I'm fucked. Okay, cool. Sludge Bomb. Okay, well, it poisons, which I suppose is fine, because the poison kills it. Okay, cool. I was thinking that it would have held on with 1 HP with the poison and then he would have just healed it. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. Let's get Kaiser back in. And there's Ampharos. This is just going to get Dragon Pulsed into the middle of next week. As long as it's a 2 KO, it'll be fine. That's a crit. Yeah, I knew that, that was a crit. There was no way Kaiser would have been able to one-shot that thing if it wasn't a crit. And now there's Jolteon, which I think I'll just be able to stay in and take out. Again, it's got pace on it, but I should be able to get through that. Thunder Wave doesn't exactly help my cause, but if I can get through that, which I did, this is still going to do a lot of damage. Do we have this? No, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as it should have. Oh, Parafusion, seriously? Yeah, that's a full heal right there. Oh, and it gets the paralysis off with the... No, we're not having a repeat of Fire Red Omega where I get Luck Hacks to Oblivion. No, we're not having that. No, you're not paralyzing me with Thunderbolt. You can go fuck yourself. Fuck the Swagger as well. Fuck the Swagger as well. I will use as many of these frickin' things as I need to. I'm not switching out. I'm not letting Kaiser die from this stupid thing. It is going to put this frickin' Jolteon fair on its ass. Fuck you, Surge. Fuck you into the middle of next week. Let me hit the damn thing. Thank you very fucking much. God damn it. I get the impression here that if I actually reset this and fought him again, I would have actually got my ass handed to me by luck hacks. So please, for the love of God, segment, do not shit yourself. Oh, thank Christ. Gives you the shockwave TM, I believe that is. Yeah. Uh-huh, that's cool. Okay, so I guess you are just sort of obligated to get these first 3 badges in order to go through Rock Tunnel. I guess the question now is, are you obligated to go through Rock Tunnel? Yeah, you are. I guess this just means that you can't get to Saffron until you have enough badges. It's a bit weird, because as far as I'm aware... Actually, how would you get to Celadon? You'd have to go through Saffron. You'd have to go through Saffron, but I imagine since Sabrina's the 6th in line, she's probably just going to be inaccessible until you've gotten the Rainbow and Soul badges. So... I guess that works. Whatever. Moving the fuck on. Hurry up. Want to see if the old codger over in this direction has taken off. He has. Do I need flash for this? Yes, I do. Alright. Thankfully there are no trainers in there, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Let's see. Yeah. I think we're about good. Alright. Yeah, I don't need my full team for this, since I just have to go through it with whatever. Okay, I think we're about finally done. I probably should have just kept it to the Misty fight if I'm going to be brutally honest, but at least now I know what I'm going to be calling the segment. Yeah. Next time I'll be going through Rock Tunnel, which is completely uninteresting due to the lack of trainers in it. I will be getting to Lavender Town. Hopefully I'll be getting the expansion card. And then maybe I can start hunting down some Meridian Sound stuff on screen, because I'm not too sure which direction I need to go. Because like if I can get through Saffron City, then I will be able to just sort of cut through there, get to Celadon, just through that direction. I'm probably expecting to have to go down the sea route, like the sea edge routes, like to the east, and get to Fuchsia City from there. I know there's something I'm going to do in Fuchsia City before I face off against Janine, unless it takes place after knocking Janine over, but whatever. We'll see what the future has in store for us. There's still 3 segments left this week for me to sort of find that sort of shit out. I'm just about done with this freaking segment because it is much longer than I would have liked for it to be. So, next time, Rock Tunnel, that sort of stuff, and talk about my Sun team, hopefully, if I can get some... if I can think about it, because it just never really occurred to me that I should have done that, but... Hansel.